Hey guys, so this is the game played by 1500 rated player. So if you are 1500 rated, then you must watch this video so that you'll get an idea how 1500 rated player plays and what the mistake they did. And this game is very interesting, and how did I manage to win, and what blunder my opponent has played in this move, that I will show you. So he start with move g3. I my one of my favorite opening from black that I only play is Caro-Kann. So I started with c6. He played bishop g2, d5, knight f3, knight f6, castle, bishop g4, d4, e6, ac3, and I played knight bd2, bd7. My opponent played g5. uh, Instead of that, before playing knight b2 d7, I could have played h I could have played that move h6, but I didn't play. The reason is because to prevent this bishop on g5, to prevent this move, I must play h6 first, then I can play knight b to d7. That would be great. But anyways, I continue the game with c6, c5. My plan is to just, if he captures the c5 pawn, I capture with my bishop and take the advantage of this diagonal. Anyway, he played knight to a3, which is, I'm not big fan of this move, but anyway, I took c captures d4, knight captures d4, bishop captures a3. Now the reason of first, and after that he b captures a3. The reason of capturing knight here on a3, because I want to make that pawn isolated, or the pawn in c3, and also want to double up the pawn so that he don't get any advantage in this right hand side of board. So I played queen to a5, and instead of that I could have played castle first to secure my king. And this square, from the computer side, this is considered a blunder, not blunder but a mistake. As you can see, the computer is suggesting various move. If I go back, computer is suggesting castle is a great move, and I can also play the rook to c3, rook to c8, or I can also play queen to c7. That could be a possible move, but instead of that I played a5. So that means, in this point you have to, in this is a middle game. Now your opening is completed, but instead of castling I played d5, which is actually doing nothing. But on that time, on playing, I thought to capture, means attack this c3 bishop and c3 pawn and a3 pawn. So my idea is to capture one of those pawn, and also wants my f6 knight to e4, so that I can target that c3 pawn. Also that pawn, also if my knight is on c3 square, the knight is also attacking the queen on d1, and also attacking the square on e2, and from the bishop I can also fork that knight, that queen and rook. But that was my basic idea, but that didn't work. Let's see what my opponent play. My opponent plays c4, try to attack my d5 pawn. I played castle, which is good move. Now he captures d5. I played knight captures d5, played bishop captures d5, and I played king captures d5. Now as you can see this position in from the computer side, this is showing that I shouldn't have means capture with queen is a good move, and also I can capture with pawn. But the reason why I shouldn't take with pawn is obvious, that my this pawn is solidify, and if I just capture that d5 pawn, then my pawn is isolated, so I don't want that, and I capture with my queen. So far and so good, and I'm in a little bit advantage on my pieces because my piece is active right now. My d7 knight is not that much active, but yeah, also not to forget that my opponent bishop is also very active, and currently the knight is pinned by my queen, so I'm happy with exchanging the queen. Anyway, my opponent plays bishop to e3, and that is considered a blunder with by a engine. And also I have seen means I see the move bishop to h3. The reason is why I played the h3, because now the rook can be captured, because I am threatening checkmate on g2 with my queen, and also attacking the f1 rook at the same time. That's why that move bishop to e3 is considered a blunder. So I played bishop to h3, and he has to give up the pawn, so he played knight to f3. But because my queen is already protected by my e6 pawn, so I took the rook. He took the my bishop from queen. Then I played e5, trying to attack that knight, but my main motive is to not attack my knight. Even if my knight was captured by my opponent knights, then it will be fine, but my main goal is to attack that bishop, because bishop is in the end game, as you can see, the position is open, and in open position bishop is a little bit superior than knight. So, and I have only knight, so I have to get rid of that bishop. So I played my opponent played queen to g2, and I played knight to c4. And many players that didn't consider many player that I have seen, and before knowing that, I also considered the knight is better piece than bishop, but that is not true. Only knight is superior when your position is closed, and as I can see, the position is open, so bishop is not that much. I mean, the bishop is superior in this position, so I have to take the bishop, which is a good call. So after rook c1, I took the bishop on e3, also with a check. So he had to take with the pawn, as he did. Then now means my position is better right now, and I am also attacking the a2 pawn. So I capture the a2, queen capture a2, rook c3, rook a c8. Now my goal is to simplification. I just want to simplify the pieces. I want to trade as much pieces as I can, because as you can see, this minority pawn on right hand side, the pawn is easily to be going to become a king if assume if all the pieces has been traded. So but my opponent didn't trade that, so he played rook to d3. I played rook c2, try to attack on e2 pawn. He defend with knight d4, also attacking my rook. queen to d5 with check, queen g1. I played rook c4, queen h3. Now check with the rook on c1. King goes to f2. I played h1, king h1, and he blocked my queen by playing knight f3. I consider this as a good move because like he's kind of block my queen. But I played rook b1 so that I can move my queen on c1. He played e4. The idea of e4 is he has seen that my e6 pawn can come to the e4 and try to fork that pieces, but that is too far. So I think maybe he saw that and that's why he played. But anyway, I tried to trade the rook on d1, but he didn't trade. He played b3. I also played b3. He again repeat that move. Then I played c1, trying to check on next move. He played queen to h4. I give a check, queen to e3. After playing queen to e3, I played this c1 check. He goes to f2. Then I again check on c5, and after that he saw that nothing is happening, so my opponent means resigned the game, and that's how I won.